And we are recording.
Oh, good. Greetings, mothers and fuckers of the jury. I might not be a lawyer, but you're going to sit here and listen to my arraignment today anyways. So, last time, we met with Cantor's ex-wife, Satine, who told us a fair amount about the Golden Reapers, the fact that they're after her because she took what we can only assume to be another Antonymian coin from them, because they said it had the power to fuck shit up, basically, and she was like, maybe we shouldn't let the crazy psychopaths have it. She has it hidden away in a place that she doesn't want to tell us, fair, because God knows they might get it out of us. From what she knew, there were multiple of these scions. I think she said either 5 or 6. I don't remember numbers, and I don't care. It was a number that was too damn high.
Don't do 5.
What did I just say, God? I don't fucking care.
Too bad.
I'll fucking kill you.
Oy vey.
Anyway.
Yeah, she felt pretty confident about the fact that, she could evade them for as long as was necessary. She also gave us the information that there are multiple sects of followers to this singular Golden Emperor figure that the Golden Reapers weren't necessarily fans of, but she wasn't exactly sure on where they were, how to contact them, or if they would even help. In the end, Cantor asked to be able to see his daughter, and after an initial pushback, Satine relented and would allow him to see her in the morning. However, before that morning broke, Ren decided she wanted to make a friend. She learned some things that night. Mostly, surprise, murder wolf, bad at words, very good at visuals. Very disturbingly good at visuals. But all in all, it seems to have worked out, considering the fear that he was going to kill her was unfounded. But, you know, sometimes now you look at something and it's going to look weird, or the moon's wrong. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, yeah.
God, don't you hate it when the moon's wrong?
Yeah, sometimes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, if there's anyone actually watching these, yeah, go back and watch that again. I was really fucking proud of that. I worked very hard on it.
That was...
that was a trip.
Yes.
And it was good, because I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yes.
Very proud of you.
Much
Yes.
Much applause.
Yank.
You don't get applause. You didn't do it.
Alright, I'm done now.
American
Do
Run
the thing.
done.
I kind of wish you did it in the German accent. That would have been super fun, but regardless.
American work on Dun Dun.
I'd have to
All
become
right.
a much different character to do that in the German accent. There's no way Wolfhart would say mothers and fuckers of the jury.
No, that's why it makes it even better.
Good evening, mothers and fuckers of the jury.
What was that?
Hans Wanda, calm the fuck down.
There are some suckers on the jury.
Oh my Christ.
So
I think
yeah,
we were
we'll
going to bed.
pick up
We were
at
going
the
to bed?
end of that conversation.
Yeah,
cool.
because it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do before bed?
Oh yeah, it just ended with me going, what the fuck, looking at my hands after I tried to wash the sins off
Yep.
of them.
Yeah.
We're still in town, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever this place constitutes.
We're in the
It's
flower
down.
patch, I think.
I'm
Well,
asleep in a flower right now.
well, most of us are. Elias is in the inn because he doesn't want to sleep in the flower.
Bitch.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck the flowers.
I'm sparring.
So yeah, it would be
Well, the
unbeknownst
grass
to anybody, but Elias is having a bit of a rough evening.
Oh.
Damn,
What?
that sucks. Anyways.
Damn.
You need to eat more
That's
fiber.
really about all there is to say about it, considering no one else is there. He's having a rough evening.
Listen, it's fine. He just realized that when the cart burned down, the last of his clear eye disintegrated, and now his eyes are fucked.
Oh.
There's too much pollen here in
Too much
Nevaeh.
pollen. The
Nothing but
pollen count is too damn high.
And unfortunately, as a Dampier, he probably has like those really long like claw nails, and it's really tempting to just
Scratch his brain.
yeah. I think the resounding silence is a no, God.
Do you want to have a moment, Elias? Just talk about your feelings for a brief 5 minutes? Pull
To
a
the
little
wall?
Bo Burnham?
Yeah.
Bo Burnham?
No.
I will elucidate you all insofar as that Elias is having cold sweats. He does not feel right. He feels as if something about him is undergoing some sort of transmogrification.
Damn. Suck.
my
That's
first
rough, buddy.
my first multiple conclusions were not great ones.
This was
That's
a
pretty
multiple
rough, buddy.
choice, and instead of selecting A, B, C, or D, you selected Q.
What, is someone not sitting well in your stomach or something?
Not so much.
No,
That's like
guys, obviously it's the fact that Elias is pregnant. God.
Oh, damn.
And Ren is the father.
Oh! I was gonna say one of his fucking polycules, but all right, damn.
That's why he and Ren don't get along. He keeps
Yeah.
trying to keep the secret that he's carrying her child.
well, she refuses to pay child support. Okay.
Can't pay on someone you don't
Have
know
you
of.
even asked?
I mean, hate fucking is a thing, I guess, but I didn't realize a hate baby. I didn't realize
Every
people would
time-
go that far.
Every time I ask, she's like, "Yeah, prove it's mine. Prove it's mine."
You know what? She got a point. Baby, you fucking two other bitches. Like,
Wait,
got a
two?
point.
Who's the
How many?
second?
Jesus
Anyway,
Christ. Yeah.
if there is
Moving on.
nothing that anybody else would like to do this evening,
No.
No.
ran
Nothing that
after
needs explicitly mentioned.
after a short period of time,
After a few minutes.
you feel fine, and everything returns to normal, and then you all wake up in the morning, feeling rested, gaining the benefits of a long rest,
Yay!
and it is early as fuck in the morning.
Yeah,
What?
it's gotta be.
Fuck is
That's when we wake up. I loaded in the wrong fucking game. That's tomorrow's game.
Anyways,
I need sad German man.
Not angry orcish man.
He's not angry, he's boisterous. There's a difference.
Oh yeah, passionate. He's passionate.
There you go.
Orca doesn't want to get out of bed from the flower. She's just kind of trying to hide her face, trying to pull the
No.
pile over her as a blanket. Just like, nope, I don't acknowledge.
Mel shakes the
up-
flower stem so that she wobbles and wibbles dangerously.
Wibble wobble.
Yep.
She wibbles and she wobbles, but does she fall down?
Nope.
Wiggle,
she is no
wiggle,
weeble
wobble.
Actually,
Do I
no,
need
she
to
does
do an
fall down
athletic-
because she is no weeble wobble.
What if we do an athletic check? Because technically speaking, she could just hold on really tight.
But you're sleepy.
No, she's conscious, but she's trying to go back to sleep.
No,
But
I
you're
didn't say you're
blowing.
sleeping. I said you're sleepy.
Yeah.
I also feel like that
I mean, you don't have to roll for it. You can just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
You don't have to roll for the
I was more
thing.
meaning more meaning. Do you fall out or not? Do you think it's
Nah.
funnier if she doesn't? No.
Nah.
Okay, then she doesn't.
She stays very stubbornly. She was up very late.
Mel just kind of like peeks over the pedals and just like, it's time to get up. Come on.
Orca like pulls a bit of the pedal back just so her face is visible, and she's just looking at Mel, and she's like, "Give me one good reason why we need to get up. I'm not arguing. I just need one good reason."
We get to see my daughter.
That is a good reason.
Yeah,
I figured
that's
that would
probably the one I had. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Orca gets up, just very bleary-eyed, and she's just like, "Okay, we're
Who is
doing
it?
this."
Anyways, we do the we go to the gate thingy.
We go to the what thing?
We go to the gate.
I thought we
Go.
were meeting at the market.
No, I thought we were meeting her at the gate.
No, because she didn't
Meet
want
her
us.
at the gate market.
She didn't want us to know where she was going. So by meeting at a gate, that would imply
You right.
we know where she's
Meeting
going.
you at the temple.
Correct. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. We're meeting at the temple.
The gated temple.
Right. The Great Tree.
The temple
Yep.
to the gate.
Thanks, God.
Yep. You go there. And you enter inside, and it is early enough that it's empty, apart from Satine, who is sitting on a bench in the entryway with Tia.
I don't think Wolfheart would enter here. I think he feels like that would be like an intrusion upon the moment.
Fine. Yeah.
Orca would probably stick behind as well.
Well, I got a teddy bear to give. So
You got a good reason to be there. Yeah.
Cantor would walk over to Satine and say, "Good morning, Satine, and hi, Peanut. I've missed you."
I've missed you too.
And I just go in for a hug.
She would go over and hug you as well.
And he gives a very, very long hug.
Yeah, she doesn't try to pull away, she just hugs you back.
Have you been having fun on the road?
Nah.
You miss having a bed of your own? A normal bed?
I miss my friends.
Yeah, that would definitely be difficult. Well, hopefully you can make some new friends from the places that you're visiting. And hopefully soon enough you'll be able to settle down somewhere.
Well, Mom doesn't let me talk to people.
Yeah, it's for your own safety, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I'm doing everything I can to help you get back to a normal routine and a normal life.
Thank you.
He just goes back in for a hug. He's just kind of just doesn't know what to say. He's just happy to be able to hold her.
Dad, thanks.
It's not like I can pick her up and carry her. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the other way around. She can pick me up and carry me.
You know, I sometimes I wish Rylan could pick me up and carry me. You know, I carry him a lot, and he gets heavy.
he would run around with you like a rag doll.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, by the way, Tia, I got a gift for you. And he'd wave over to Mel to bring the doll.
Haha! Ta-da! She just holds it out to her.
Looks just like you.
Yeah, well, you remember that one toy that you pointed out in the store about 3-4 months ago that you wanted to get for your birthday?
No.
No? Okay, it was this stuffed animal, not the one that I'm holding, but me originally. And I bought this for you, and I was going to give it to you on your birthday, but things happened, and I wound up in here. But we did come across another one, so we've brought it, and I want to give it to you for a slightly belated birthday gift.
Thank you. I like it.
I'm glad. I remember you saw it in the store window, and you really wanted it, and I told you we had to wait. But now you have it, and it'll hopefully make you remember me when I'm not around for now.
I have just this thing for it. And she reaches into her back pocket and pulls out a fake mustache and slaps it on there. Now I can tell you apart.
I love this small child.
That's adorable, sweetie.
And she hugs it close.
Anybody looking at Cantor can tell he's just fighting back the tears right now. He's just so happy. So Satine, when do you plan on leaving town?
Very shortly.
Would you like us to leave first, or would you want to leave after us? Or before us, I'm sorry.
I would prefer if you waited a little while.
Okay. As soon as I get the ability, once you guys are on the road, I will try and send you messages, magical messages to talk and see how things are and check in on you guys. So we can at least keep in touch that way.
You have every right to do that. Just don't ask where we are. It'll be a waste of a message.
I 100% will never ask. And if I do ask, don't even answer, because it wouldn't be me asking.
Exactly.
He just goes back to hug his daughter again. He's just too happy. And yet sad, because he knows this only has a short amount of time. I honestly can't think of anything else to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all there is to say.
Yeah, he's just spending as much time as he can with her before they leave. So that time frame is up for God to decide.
Actually, you mean Satine?
Well, no, I'm literally saying Josh is it's up to Josh to decide.
I know. I was just being a smartass.
He's being cheeky.
Cheeky breaky.
Fair enough. So yeah, he'd basically just make small talk and keep talking with Tia as much as possible until they're ready to go.
So, who stayed outside of the temple?
Orca did.
Yeah, Orca and Wolfheart were at least explicitly stated. I don't know if...
Oh, I also stayed outside just so I could, like, make Wolfheart uncomfortable by just, like, staring at him. Every now and then.
Okay.
Just looking at him and, like, sort of, like, turning my head, like, with, like, a really, like, a thinking look on my face. And just, like, analyzing him and just trying to make him feel like...
I mean, are you trying to do it in the periphery, or are you just, like, full on, like, look at me looking at you?
No, it depends. Sometimes she'll be standing next to you and then, like, kind of just, like, looking at you from the side. And then she'll maybe, like, go walk a little bit away and then, like, kind of just from somewhere else, like, turn around and look at you again. So, it depends.
Just the most confused expression.
Orca's watching all of this and just questioningly looking at the both of y'all. Like, did something happen?
She looks at me, and I look at him.
So, as you all are awkwarding at each other, so you would see someone begin to approach the temple, who you don't initially recognize. They appear to be wearing Elias's clothes, except for the fact that they seem to have on top of his normal blue, like what almost looks to be like sky blue, what looks to be like a lab coat. He seems to be wearing a dark colored shawl over the top of it. He looks like Elias, only instead of the tannish gray skin that Elias has, he has a deep azure tone of skin. And his hair, instead of being gray and in a ponytail like it normally is a mix of pinks, yellows, and oranges. And it is all just like hanging down, like down and past his shoulders, except for a braid which goes in like a crown around his forehead and then down his back with the rest of his hair.
I don't think that description was anime enough.
Oh no, he's a scene kid now.
It's Elias's parasitic twin, Bolias. He's taken over.
It's wearing its clothes.
It's wearing its clothes.
It's wearing its clothes. Wait, that's amazing.
I didn't realize Elias was the thing.
Imagine the three of us, like, are all just like, what?
Yeah. Just
like a dove.
Whatever's going on there just immediately cuts and just... What the fuck?
Orca's just looking at Elias, just like, what is that?
Why does it look like the fairy vomited on him?
What is what? I'm sorry?
Orca, like, pulls out her sword, not, like, brandishing it or anything, but just, like, using it to gesture, like, what is that?
Kill it!
Oh,
The correct answer, obviously.
Well, I suppose the simplest answer is I woke up like this.
Did you mean to?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Do you know why?
No, I don't, actually.
Okay. Alright. I'll let you know if I have any more questions.
Okay.
I'm confused. What's happening?
Oh my god, were you here the whole time?
I mean, yeah, probably. Elias is different.
I mean, I don't think I'm good. I mean, I don't...
What is that?
I mean, I
You're
kind of
different.
feel different.
You are different.
Kane, if I look over my other shoulder, is Trig right behind me? Because he's always right behind me.
He doesn't need the answer. You know the answer. You will only look to confirm.
I mean, Elias looks the same to me.
No. Well, that's because you don't see with eyes. His physical appearance has changed, but it's still Elias, so I guess to you it doesn't really look that different.
What, they get like a haircut or something?
It kind
I
of...
just kind of like, well, I did something different with it. Do you like it?
Just kind of like, and then cuts off and just a slow look at Ren. And they're just like, one hand just kind of like half extended, just pointing between the two of you, just like, Is this? I don't know. I'm very confused.
Well, I mean, I've never. I don't think I'm not like I'm not whatever she is. I don't. It's not. I don't think this is the same.
Sure.
Do you feel okay?
I feel great. It's a beautiful
Feel
morning.
bonita?
I do feel bonita.
You look bonita.
Thank you.
I'm not there. I'm memeing. Sorry.
I'm glad you feel okay. Okay, that's all that matters.
How do you feel?
Bewildered for many of reasons.
I think
Yeah.
that's fair.
Like, and then Orca turns around and gestures at Ren and Wolfheart. Like, what the hell happened between you two last night?
Did something happen between you two
Kinky.
last night?
That's what I'm asking.
Ren's face is just a mixture of like curiosity, confusion, and horror. sort of all mushed together.
Are you okay? Do you need something? You don't look well.
I'm assuming the wolf was not exactly subtle in his conversation.
I look back over at Wolfheart and I'm just like, did you ask? Did you check? Did you peek?
Did you want me to?
Do you want to?
That's not what I asked.
know,
what
but
are
I
you
asked
two
first.
doing? What is this?
I feel
I
like you two had a
don't
very
know.
It feels like you guys are flirting, but you don't know you're flirting. What's happening
Oh, that's
here?
cute. Are you guys developing a romance?
Now the confusion and the curiosity's gone. It's now just horror as she looks back over at Elias. Like, no.
Oh, well, that's a shame. You guys would be an adorable couple.
Ditto, but
Not what I was referring to.
Oh,
I mean, also, bear in mind that wasn't me she had the conversation with.
I guess I can't really say whether or not you and the wolf would make a good. I don't know him well enough to make that like connection, but you know, if he makes you happy, like do whatever makes you happy.
what happened with you and the wolf last night?
That is so not important right now.
Orca just like Orca looks at Wolfheart and then looks at Bluebell. And it's like, I think it's a little important. Just
What
little
the fuck did I walk out to?
Good morning, Mel.
shenanigans.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wolfheart just has a 1,000-yard stare.
Oh, thank
There's
you.
nothing wrong with me. Why would you say that?
Fuck you look like that for?
I'm offended. Thank you.
That's why he looks like that. It's because he's offended.
I don't.
Sorry, hold on, I have to
looked
get
like
dinner
this
out of the
before
oven.
I was offended.
Wolfheart just has a 1,000-yard stare, and because basically everyone here has a decent perception, you would all just hear a whisper. That's so much blood. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't see any blood. Is there blood? Do we need a towel?
No, there was blood last night. It's fine.
Oh,
Your
are you okay? Do you have a
No.
cut? I don't see like a bandage.
Also, have you looked in the mirror yet today?
Yes,
Elias?
I have. There was a mirror in my hotel room. Yes.
Yeah,
Bluebell,
They're
yeah,
all
is it
fucking
your
different.
time of the month? Like, is that why you're bleeding?
My
Is this
time
your
of night-
period?
Ex-
Is this what happens? Like,
I don't I feel like you're making fun of me right now, and I don't
I'm
necessarily
not.
care for it.
I'm actually really confused on why the fuck you look so different.
yeah. We're
I
not
think
sure
we're all
either.
confused, but I don't
Yeah.
appreciate the questions I'm being asked at this moment.
I mean,
I was
like,
asking Bluebell about the period regarding the blood. That was not directed at you.
Ah,
That's what I
okay.
was talking about.
Baby,
Ah,
dinner's ready.
eh.
Yeah, go get your food, goddammit.
We have a lasagna.
I'm jealous.
Lasagna.
I had leftover pizza for like the 3rd day in a row.
Nice.
No,
Pizza's
not
good.
nice.
Lonely bitch.
Yeah,
Damn.
Jesus, just fucking.
that's what happens. That's why you
I
end
mean-
up eating pizza for 3
I
days
mean,
straight. 'Cause no one
to
would
be
care.
fair, if Krista hadn't said it, I was going to. So
What kind
I
of
said it to myself
pizza
when
is this?
eating my pizza by myself.
What kind of pizza is it?
Veggie pizza. It was good.
That sounds like yummy pizza. Is it like Little Caesar pizza, Pizza Hut?
I think
Oh,
it was
do you
Pizza
have
Hut.
Pizza Hut up there?
It's Canada pizza.
Yeah, it was
They
Pizza
call it Canada Hut.
oh god.
God.
All right, we're done.
Do you not have Pizza Hut up there?
No, we do
No,
have
it's
Pizza Hut.
Canada
It was Pizza Hut. Shut
Okay.
up,
Fuck up, Josh.
Joshua. You're not.
I'm Minnesotan. It's close enough.
No, it's
It's actually it's called Pizza Shack.
not. Oh my god.
Do you have Little Caesars up in Canada?
Only in certain parts, not where I am.
Aw.
Anyways,
I mean-
we're off track.
Yeah,
Coming
we're
back.
off track.
There's no track here.
I know there's not, but we can
there
at
never
least
has been.
pretend. We can pretend that there's a semblance of one.
We can at least get back on like the mountain trail.
All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
fair enough.
I don't know why you keep looking at me like I know anything. I don't.
Well, they said they keep looking at you. They're not gonna keep looking at me. I don't like what happens when they look at me.
We looked at you because you look different. You can't blame us for that.
Oh, it's okay, yeah, but you know, I did my hair a little different. Yeah, like it's fine. I didn't expect all the.
You do
judgment.
know I'm not talking about your hairstyle. Hairstyle looks nice, by the way.
Oh,
The
thank
hair
you.
does look very nice. It's everything else that looks like it's such an aesthetic difference. It's very jarring to the eye at first.
And the violent change in personality.
I'm not. I would say I'm the last thing I'm being is violent right now.
Violent is an intensifier, not exactly to mean you are more violent than before.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to take down the intensity level. That's not really. It's not the vibe I'm feeling this morning.
Were you just hiding that you were a ladron? Or
I wasn't hiding anything, and
That
I'm not.
Are you an
It's
Eladrin?
not Eladrin.
the fuck is it then? It looks weird. And that's
Say,
the only one
I'm-
I know that switches like that.
I'm a dusk elf.
Cool.
What's a Dusk Elf?
No idea.
I'm an elf from the solar cord. Or at least my lineage is.
So you're like a Sun Elf.
Well,
No.
no. The sun
Like
elves
dusk.
are different things. I mean, I guess I don't really. This is a very new thing for me. Okay, this is a very overwhelming experience. I'm feeling very emotional right now.
Do you
Mel
want
just comes over and like gives him a hug. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Would you like a
No,
commission
I'm trying.
for
I'm
the
trying
emotional-
to handle this with courtesy and grace. And I just I don't. I'm being met with a lot of energy right now, and it's a little bit. tough.
It is a lot of energy and it is early. And if I keep this up enough, I think I will give Wolfheart an aneurysm.
No,
Which I-
I think I will cause the wolf to give Wolfheart an aneurysm.
no, I don't remember what that was about anymore. Mostly because of all the blood I cannot defeat. Ugh. Mm.
The wolf is fine.
Intriguing.
Blood?
It's really
Would you like me
not.
to commission you.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Would you like me to commission you for the emotional damage?
The fuck
the
does
emotional
that
distress.
mean?
I'm confused. What are you asking me exactly?
You said you're feeling very stressed out right now. I was like, would you like a commission, something to distract you to get you back into your zone?
There's a voice that comes from behind Orca that just says, "It sounds like she's trying to whore you out."
It does sound
I
like that.
would prefer that we like
It's the
maybe
fucking
have.
fire genasi.
It is a
Yeah.
fire genasi.
Yeah.
Orca
Can we, like,
turns around.
Could we get dinner first? I'm feeling a little propositioned now.
I'm not propositioning you. I just want armor from you, and I also want you to feel better. Damn it!
Oh,
Orca
well,
turns
yeah, I can.
around.
Oh, well, yeah, I could absolutely make you armor. What are you looking for?
Thank you. Give me 1 second. She like puts a pin in it, turns around. Just looking at the fire genasi, like just very exasperated. Like, what?
I was just joining in on a conversation. I was just merely passing by.
Well, you should have announced yourself instead of just talking from behind me. It's very jarring, you see.
Someone's
I'm
getting
sorry
rid of
you feel
all
that
miles
way.
this morning.
I feel as if your lack of perception should not make up for my lack of introduction.
My apologies, my perception was on my friend at the moment, while you come up behind me and then make an insinuation that I didn't actually make at all.
That's what it sounded like.
Sucks to be you then.
I beg to differ.
Tragic. Turns right back around. I would like some light armor.
Okay.
Nothing heavy, but something just very light.
So are we thinking leather armor? Just like surprise you?
What are the pros of leather armor?
Well, it's lightweight for one. You're not going to face any detriments to your stealthing in leather armor, but that's kind of the truth of all light armors. It really just kind of depends on more like, I guess, stylistically what you're looking for. If you're looking for the lightest armor versus, the lightest yet most protective armor. You don't want padded. Definitely don't want padded. It may be affordable and it's definitely light, but it still gives like a lot of the disadvantages that heavy armor gives when it comes to trying to be sneaky. Personally, I would say that I would say, and your combat style, you're probably gonna want studded leather. It's just a little tougher.
I wear normal leather if that puts you into the fuck you're getting.
That's actually very helpful. Yeah, studded leather works for me.
She just like clicks her tongue and like finger guns at her.
Orca finger guns back.
Say, what's your what's Orca's dex modifier?
Bad.
Give me a
Don't
second.
listen to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 1.
Okay. So yeah, actually, I think what would be better for you would be not light armor, but probably medium armor. Just because I mean, it depends. For again, unless you're trying to really cut down on the like amount of weight that you're carrying around on the daily, the light armor isn't going to give you any benefit that medium armor wouldn't. I think for you, and just again, your combat style, the way I see you articulate yourself on a battlefield, I would say you'd be better off with a breastplate. It's one of the lighter and more defensible pieces of medium armor, and it again won't impose any of the disadvantages on you if you were trying to be sneaky about anything.
Okay, so it wouldn't be any heavy armor.
No, you don't really want heavy armor.
I don't.
At least not until. I mean, I suppose I won't impose this on you, but if you ever wanted me to teach you how to use and wear exotic armors, there really isn't a heavy armor set that I would necessarily suggest for you unless you want to completely do away with the idea of stealth and just be more of a bulwark.
I will go with your suggestions.
Okay.
That's all we can do. You're typing.
Okay. So just so you're aware, a breastplate will probably run you about 400 gold. They're not exactly the cheaper of my products to make, just because of the material requirement. If you were looking for something about as defensive, not quite as, but about as in a cheaper price range, we could do like a chain shirt. It's almost as defensive, like it give you nearly the same defensive capabilities. Again, no or impediment to your stealthy abilities, and it would only cost you, like it would cost me the materials about 50 gold, so it'd cost you about 75.
Done.
All right. I will get to work on that when I have a free moment.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for choosing Ender's Armaments.
I'm ready to rage.
Well, was there anything else? I'm sorry, did you have any more business with the gentleman over there? Just pointing at the fire genasi.
I
Oh,
have no
he's walked
business.
past by
Okay.
this point, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Good riddance.
Is there some sort of like history between the two of you? There seems to be like I don't want to impose anything on really anybody, but I do have to say the amount of sexual tension in this area this morning is a little overwhelming, and it makes me a tad uncomfortable.
Between me and him?
Between you and him, between Bluebell and the wolf, and maybe also Wolfheart, I'm unsure. The insinuation that the fire genasi made about you and me, it's just there's a lot of that here this morning.
There is no tension between him. He is a flirt. That is it. And the constant running into him and his constant quips are starting to get on my nerves. That is all.
Oh. Have you tried to have a conversation with him about it?
I'm uninterested.
Well, I meant more so like discussing how he's making you uncomfortable. I know
He's
that
not making me uncomfortable.
Okay.
His presence, his constant flirting is annoying.
Okay.
People don't make me uncomfortable. I was engaged to an actual psychopath. No one can make me uncomfortable.
Oh, honey, I feel like we need to unpack that sometime, but we'll take care of that another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like you're asking for it.
Asking for
Somebody to try, I guess. I don't know.
they're welcome to try. Will they succeed? Most likely not.
Well,
It's
just know
always
I'm
fun to
always
see
here
them
listen.
try. Of course. Or it could just like pat Elias on the back and says, "Of course."
Anyway, should we get going? Did we have somewhere we wanted to go next?
Where
We're waiting for Kantoro's meeting with his daughter inside. We're waiting for that to conclude whenever they leave or he is ready, or I don't know what the arrangement is.
Okay.
But doesn't exactly feel appropriate to impose an agenda.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to intrude. This is probably a very important family moment.
Yeah. Has Bren gone back to just looking at Wolfheart quizzically now?
No, she's like started pacing back and forth like 3 to 4 steps at a time and is like mumbling to herself, and her fingers are like rubbing at her temples and she's speaking like super fast to herself, like under her breath in Sylvan. She like,
yeah,
there's just like no way anyone catches anything because it's just like
listen, it's fine. This is when we learn that Ren is actually Irish Gaelic.
Say Elias approaches Ren, says to her in Sylvan, is like, maybe you should sit down for a moment.
She just like stops and looks at you, and it's just like her face is just like ugh.
It's okay. Everything's fine. We're here for you. Just take a moment.
Oh my god, there's no way this is possible. And she just walks away. She's just gone.
Okay, bye.
I was just trying to be friendly.
I think that might be the problem.
Do you think she would prefer it if I was mean?
I think the sudden change from one extreme to the other was too much, especially with what happened last night, which...
You're all being very vague about.
As Elias and Wolfar are having this conversation, Mel is just like every now and then handing Elias a like fruit or nut or just whatever from her like trail mix just to see how many he'll grab before before he notices and says something to her.
No, it's like every time you hand him one, he just absentmindedly pops it in his mouth.
Exactly. It's definitely just like your small child just handing you things and you just don't fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. Yeah.
It's...
Hane is gonna gesture to the direction that Ren went. Is like, I'm gonna go follow her just to make sure she doesn't get got.
Yeah, no, that's probably fair. As I imagine, we all see Trig just like basically like Scooby-Doo when they're trying to sneak behind her.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he wasn't doing that, I was gonna say, the trick. Maybe you should go with them. I feel like 3 is better than 2 in situations like this.
You turn to where Trig was standing, and he's
not
just
there.
gone.
Yeah.
Such an experience.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I literally have a shadow.
I should have known. I didn't even have to ask.
I don't... I didn't even know Eladrin were a thing until I met Bluebell. And this feels similar, but obviously you're not in Eladrin, so...
Yeah, I don't feel springy or summery.
Well,
Or...
you mentioned something about solar cards?
Yes, well, I don't know a whole lot about it.
I don't know anything about the Fae, so...
I just know like what my mom told me from what like my grandma told her. And there's this that we used to be a part of the solar courts.
Okay.
That we specifically belonged to the Dusk court. That
Okay.
we left the Feywild due to ideological differences between not just several members of our court, but specifically my family and the ruling body. And that when we left, there was a lot of strife and tension around that, and we just haven't looked back since.
Well...
There's a voice nearby that says, perhaps I could answer some questions for you.
Oh, that'd be
No.
lovely. Who are you?
Fuck. Who is it?
You look over, and there appears to be a winter Eladrin
my
that
God.
is standing with 2 other winter Eladrin.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you.
Okay.
Where did you come from?
I have traveled far to this small village.
I mean, my assumption would be the winter courts.
That is exactly where I'm from.
Okay.
This might be a stupid question. What are the chords?
The courts revolve around the 4 seasons.
Oh, quartz. Quartz.
Courts.
I'm so sorry.
Or
Not
like,
units
why are
of
we talking about
measurement, but rather seasons.
she's like, why are we talking about rocks? Like, I know quartz is pretty and all, but that feels very uninteresting.
No, that wasn't it. Orca was thinking of like actual like chords, like graduation chords. Like
Corn!
Somehow we were all wrong. Wow, okay.
Nice.
my ears were just not processing it properly, and I was like, why are we talking about chords? Okay, continue. That cleared it up for me.
Of course, I am happy to answer any further questions that you would have of me. However, I do have one question of you all first.
Sure. What can we help you with?
You wouldn't have happened to see an Eladrin around here, would you?
Well, like
Can't say I have.
one who lives here, or
No, one that
yes.
would be traveling through.
Can't say I
well,
have.
I know of an Eladrin.
Oh, do you? Do you happen to know their name?
I know what they told me their name is.
Mel just walks off. At this point, she doesn't say anything. He's just asking, "Do you know her?" And she's like, and then walks off like eating her nuts.
I'm
Do
not
you,
sure.
do
he
you
was
walk
an
off in the
Eladrin.
direction that the rest of them left in?
I'm not sure he was an Eladrin, but my ex-fiance was a half elf, and he was a pain in the ass. So
Oh, that wouldn't count,
Thank
unfortunately.
you.
Wolfhard is just not saying anything, knowing that he's bad at lying.
I
don't know any Eladrin.
That's not. What are you saying?
I don't know any Eladrin. I don't even know what an Eladrin is. It's just a word to me.
We travel with one.
No, we don't.
Okay. 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 I suppose then I don't know an Eladrin, sir.
Wow.
I apologize.
Fucking stellar team.
It sounds like
Damn.
you
Orga
do
like
know an
grabs Elias by
Eladrin.
the shoulder.
Well,
and
you know,
says,
that was
an
the
Eladrin.
impression that
It's
I was
just
under,
Genasi
but
for
apparently
Eladrin.
I'm incorrect, and like I'm not big on confrontation. So I like if they're telling me
Mel
I'm wrong, like I don't
will
want to fight with them about it.
So Mel doesn't get far. She just kind of like stops and like just turns to him and just kind of like this seems more like she's just walking around. Yeah,
Mel, are
she
you
doesn't know
okay?
what to do with herself. She just takes a few bites of the nuts and Miling's with Elias and just shut the fuck up. These are the bitches who have been wanting our dearest. Shut up.
Wait. I'm sorry. No one's told me anything. I'm very confused about what I'm getting the vibe,
As
sir,
they're
that I
still
am.
right there.
It's a mind link. He can talk both ways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I
I forgot Mel can do.
I would say back to her, I was like, no one's told me anything about anyone looking for anyone, so I have no clue what you're talking about.
You dense motherfucker, just shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, I don't think
You
it's
don't know
fair to-
shit. You don't know anybody. Shut up.
I just turned to the
She's
gentleman.
very intensely staring at him this entire time.
I just turned to the gentleman who's standing next to me, and I'm like, you see, sir, as much as I would love to ask you several things, I am being given the overwhelming feeling that my conversation with you is not a welcome one, and I am being peer pressured into not speaking with you. And as I am not a person who enjoys confrontation among myself and my
God damn it.
allies, I am going to choose to end this engagement here. But it was lovely to meet you. I hope you find whoever it is that you're looking for that I certainly do not know. And I'm going to go about my day. Thank you.
That
Of course. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
No problems. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
But if I wanted to ask someone else about things, would you know somewhere I could go?
I'm sorry that falls in line with an additional question that I can't help you with. Bumpus, are you okay, buddy?
No, feed me.
he's already been fed. He's
me
still in the
and-
cone.
He's just
Propaganda.
struggling.
He's still in the cone, so he's really struggling to the one eye adapter with the cone on.
Yeah.
So,
Ow!
yeah.
Fuck.
Well, you can't fix your eye wound, Bumby. Them's the breaks.
Oh shit! I don't think I have shared photos of him.
The bonus.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I have one-eyed dumbass photos.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Okay, but you gotta calm the fuck down. You good?
No.
He's like, I'm Frank. Thank you for asking.
Babe, can you come help?
Yeah, I'm coming.
So how's everybody else doing?
So I go back to Mel. Is the mind link thing still active, Mel?
She's helping with the
She's-
giving the
she's
cat. You gotta
away.
give.
That's true.
It was Josh and Chris are both the ones that had to go for a minute.
I'm here.
Oh,
We're
okay.
good. Yeah. I just had to have him escorted to the safety of the couch.
He
I didn't
was
know if he was
on
using, like,
Josh's
the bus
shoulder and like down his arm, so he couldn't pick him up to like move him.
He was Bruce Kenton.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm sorry. What was your question? My headphones don't reach all the way.
Oh, I was just asking if the mind link thing was still up.
I don't know. It's just kind of a thing I can do.
Oh, okay.
Food. There's meds in there. I know you smell it, but you need to eat your food.
I like to think that conversation was in the mind link. It's like, is
Yeah.
the mind link still up? I don't know. I just can do it.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I
Like-
can tell, it's just there until I say so.
I really want this whole conversation to be in Mind Link.
I just say back to her then in the mind link. I'd be like, I'm not, I don't want to cause any problems, but I feel like you owe me a teacher about whatever. And he just kind of gestures up and down. This is because I have questions and now I can't get answers.
All right, if we get to my mom's, she'll probably know.
Is your mom an elf?
No.
Then
Tiefling and
why
Goliath.
why would she respectfully? Why would she know?
Because Mama's a druid and Mother just knows a lot of things.
Do druids know a lot about elf history?
In the conclaves, yeah. They share often with the elves
Okay.
and the fae. But either way, sure. I'll help you find a teacher.
Yeah, 'cause I got some P's and Q's.
Okay. We should really fucking leave. She says
the
this out
Eladrin's
loud.
Still standing there.
Menacingly.
Where is Bluebell in all this?
She's
Walked
gone.
off.
Yeah, she's not here.
Gone.
Good.
Spectacular
God.
time.
She left before the Eladrin even showed up. So she
Yeah.
didn't even leave because of that. She
Got
just
Yeah,
She just
the
left.
timing was impeccable.
Truly.
You had a really good danger meter.
Yeah, it's
cross
Elias.
speedometer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look in on Cantor and his family because it seems like we're about to have to beat a fucking hasty retreat.
Wolfart's like, man, I'm not down for churches, but I can make an exception right now. He's like, somehow in there is more comfortable than out here.
Orca turns to Elias. Like, have the guards gone?
No,
They're still there.
right
Yeah,
there.
the Eladrin are still standing there.
Lovely. Orca just kind of dead eyeing them, like very like not like aggressively necessarily, but just kind of pleasantly just keeping eye contact.
Between me and you, or you and the Eladrin.
Me and the Eladrin.
Okay. I just kind of like look back and forth between Orca and the Eladrin, and I just whispered to him and Sylvan, I'm like, I'm really sorry about this. I don't know why they're being this way.
Elias is just a millennial child with his boomer parents out at a restaurant.
It's just like they're normally so polite. I don't understand.
It's
Which is
we're,
wonderful.
we're used to it. It's okay. Not
That's
everybody.
extra funny because Mel's just been fired up since she woke up this morning.
I'm starting to worry I'm traveling with racists.
We've come across that actually quite a bit.
Orca just looks at Elias and gestures to herself. How can I be racist?
I'm
You don't know
speaking
that.
Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan?
No.
I speak Elven.
That's
That is
different.
not
It's
Sylvan.
different.
What?
It's different.
Yeah, Sylvan
know,
is the language of the Feywild. Elvish is specifically the language of the elves.
It's like the difference between Spanish and Italian.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very similar, but also different.
I'd argue it might be more between like modern English and Old English, but
It was just an example.
yeah.
I think either works. It gets the point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Either way, you would not understand.
Not decipherable if you only know one and not the other.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
there
I didn't
may be
realize-
certain words like you pick out that you can understand, but like the full context of what's being said would elude you.
I didn't realize you were talking a different language. My bad.
No, yeah.
No, you're good.
I'm just back to eyeballing.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know
we-
they're talking,
we-
but you don't know what.
We completely understand the hostility towards some of the elves in the region. Ladrin in particular don't have the best reputation, but we're looking for the member of former royalty and passing down the invitation to a summoning hearing for the passing of one of their relatives. Apparently, they're supposed to inherit a large sum of money.
Oh, that's tragic.
Very
Do you have
unfortunate.
do you have like a piece of paper with you or something? Like a
We do, yes. Would you like to see it?
yeah, sure, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, he pulls out a sheet of a big, thick scroll case and hands it to you.
I just begin reading it.
All right. You begin reading it.
What am I elucidated to? What does this edify me of?
It informs you of the passing of a former member of the royal family, and is set to hand out their net worth of about 100,000 gold to their remaining surviving family members.
Do any of the names look noteworthy or familiar?
No.
It's like, okay, yeah, I would look over the list and I'd be like, huh, well, actually, I'm sorry, sir. Maybe despite my friend's protests to the contrary, I don't see why they'd be upset. But I don't think that I actually know the person you're looking for. None of these names look familiar to me.
Mel just kind of sits there for a minute. She's like, "Oh, wait a minute. There is a chick in a carriage that left when we were coming in."
Oh, that must be her. Which way did they go?
I personally do not remember, but I tell them the correct way.
South. It was south.
That one.
Oh, they're headed south, I believe.
Oh, they
That's
were
what
heading
said.
west.
Oh,
Oh,
they were
sorry,
Yeah,
headed
we
west.
came in from the
I thought we
west. They
came
were
from
headed
the
west.
I thought we came
Yeah,
from the
they're
south.
going
My
to
bad.
everybody's favorite place. Come on, Mike, you got it.
The Forit Merchandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It gets better every time. I love that. Yeah.
All right. We will make
there
our
are-
way that direction. Thank you.
Cool.
And they turn and leave.
Wait, you
We
said
got-
you would answer my questions if we helped you.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. What questions can I answer for you? How rude of me.
Well, I suppose sorry, excuse me. My first question, I suppose, would be, I suppose I don't know of a way to word this delicately, but I am speaking about myself. So, what am I?
An elf?
Well, yeah, but I didn't look like this yesterday, and now I look like this. And as far as I know, that's not really normal for me. Like that's never happened in like the whole 165 years that I've been me-ing, you know?
Oh, it sounds like late puberty.
Wait, hold on.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that's
Dusk Elves changed this drastically with puberty.
so like none of my family looks like this.
Are you adopted?
No.
Are you sure?
This would be
Barely
Just a
really bad time to
voiceover
figure out
cut
your
in.
adoption.
What he did not know was he was indeed adopted. Sorry.
No, I'm just me. I'm son of a very nice elf couple. I've got an older sister and a younger sister. Who up until yesterday looked a lot like me. Yeah, this is all very new. And I don't really like. I mean, like, I feel like me, but I don't feel like the me I was yesterday. If that makes sense.
That doesn't.
He's a lot more chipper and helpful and therapist-y.
Is he not normally helpful?
Not like this.
I'd
He
like to
can
think I'm
be.
helpful in the general sense.
You are helpful in your own way. It helps if someone is willing to see past the natural walls you put out.
Yeah, I'm a little guarded at times, I'll admit.
Today, though, you seem a bit more open, which is a nice change.
And blue, like that's kind of like the really big thing. Like I'm blue, and I wasn't blue yesterday, and my hair is pink, and it wasn't pink yesterday. And it's like that's like a big change. Like, wasn't like this pre-trance, post-trance like this. Feels weird.
One of the elves behind him, you see, approaches and turns so that his back is to you,
Mhm.
and says something to the man in front, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Haven't seen any of them in hundreds of years. Are you a Dusk elf?"
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Okay, well, that answers your question.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Elias just kind of sits down to ponder that for a second.
What does that mean?
I thought I knew yesterday, but I don't think I do right now.
You want to visit your mom and dad? See if they have better answers for you?
Do you want to visit your actual mom and dad? See if they have answers for you?
I mean, I would like to go see my mom, actually. Yeah, I would like that.
We'll put it on the agenda. Wait, do they live in they don't live in the Feywild, do they?
No, they live south of here.
Not vague at all, but okay. I can work with that.
There's a lot of south from here.
There is a lot of south from here.
As long as I don't have to go to the Feywild, we're good.
It'll probably take us a couple months to get there, or at least a couple weeks. Yeah, it's in the oh, I suppose we don't really have names for like the different like island portions of the continent, but let's just I live in the I live out in the I live out in the Yensa. I'm from the Yensa. We'll put it that way.
The Yensa.
Let me be
What the
clear. Does this mean that we have to go on a
Will you
ship?
pick that for me?
I'm sorry. What did you say, Orca?
Does this mean we have to go on a ship? Like, onto the
That
ocean?
would be the fastest way to get there.
Orca just like starts like jumping up and down, like excitedly. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay.
What? I haven't seen a whole
For those of you not quite feeling like you're in the know, the Yensa is the general term referring to the desert biome of this continent.
I couldn't find where it said Yensa, so I was just sitting here like, where the fuck?
Yeah, the Ogre
Thank you.
Yensa and the Nam Yensa deserts.
Okay, thank you.
Or Ogir, I guess, would be a
Yeah,
better
Ogir
word.
Yensa and Nam
Yeah.
Yensa.
I'm trying to find it.
Weirdly, Yensa just means desert, so you're really saying desert.
It is. So,
Well, it's they're
wow, that is
yeah.
a long. I mean,
R.I.P.
Wow,
in
that is-
peace.
We don't need to get bogged down into the actual linguistics of it. Language is
you
weird.
can just
People
call,
are
like
stupid.
you can call them the Ogier Yensa and the Nam Yensa. Like putting desert on there just makes it clear that that's what they're supposed to be the delineation of.
That is a long. Yeah, that is a very long way. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been home.
Sounds like a good trip.
It's I'll have to. There'll have to be preparations made before we go. There's a bit of a. We take security really seriously where I come from, and so it's not the easiest place to get into, but I can take care of that. Don't worry.
Enough. I understand that. We have really good guards down in Frenzy. Maybe we could stop in Frenzy for a little bit.
I thought you never wanted to go back to Frenzy.
Well, now I'm thinking about home. Maybe I can see my grandma. I need to look different, though.
Well, we're visiting grandmas.
Yeah, it'll be a great time. You guys can meet my mom and my sisters. I can show you guys where I work. It's great.
Yeah, I miss my
How close
grandma.
is Wolfheart to having a fucking aneurysm right now?
He went and
I
died.
think we should go.
Wolfhard is basically been standing on the inside of the door in the temple like a fucking usher. Because he doesn't want to interrupt Cantor's moment. But he's also trying to listen to hear if all of a sudden, oh god, they're fighting out there, we need to fucking go.
That's fair.
And also he did not trust himself if they looked in his direction that they would probably see that he knows what the fuck they're talking about and is trying not to say anything.
Yeah, I suppose because they're leaving now, right? Since they got presumably the information they feel that they were looking for.
Yes, they are leaving.
Alright, I would just look over at Wolfheart and be like, they're leaving now.
He's inside.
Also, since they're leaving, Orca looks at Elias. If cops or if soldiers of any kind are asking for a vague description of one of your friends or party members,
You don't
why
know
would you not
shit.
know them?
Aren't you like a holy cop? Like,
Don't ever call me a cop. I'm not a fucking cop.
well, I'm just
I
saying,
stand
like,
for
you
the-
have
I
very
stand for
similar
vengeance and the
duties, do
protection
you
of people.
not? You serve a greater order, a call to
I
action
don't.
higher than yourself.
I am the order. It's just me.
Oh, you're one
Like
of those.
I'm the only person that so far that's walking that worships my god. I'm actually looking for the other person that worships her but doesn't know he worships her.
Can you worship a god without knowing actually, I don't know that this is necessarily the conversation to be getting into right now. Maybe we should just collect our friends and go.
Yes, but my point stands.
He seemed nice. And again, from what we discovered through the course of having a perfectly normal conversation with that gentleman, is he wasn't looking for Bluebell. He was looking
We
for
don't
whoever
know
that
that.
other lady
We
was.
don't know that. There's a possibility that he was.
Well, Bluebell's never said anything to us about being royalty. Why would I think that he was looking for her?
Because he was asking about Eladrin. And
Well,
she
yeah, but
is
he
the
said he was
only
looking for a
Eladrin I
royal
know.
Eladrin. Bluebell's not royalty.
Mel just sitting there smiling,
Royalty or
being
not.
like, I know damn well someone's hiding royalty.
I don't know if she's royal or not. The point still stands. You don't know everything about me.
I'm not saying that I know everything about you. I'm just saying that I feel like...
That's my point. We don't know everything about each other.
Well, no, but I've met royals before. I've worked directly for and with royals on several occasions. They have a certain demeanor about them.
Wait, hold on, Elias. Are you
You
saying
say.
that not a single one of us is a princess? Elias.
Do you mean in station or in attitude?
Both.
I mean, in attitude, I think certainly there's several princesses in this party.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
God.
Hey.
Since I would have the door cracked at least a little bit, would I be able to hear this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. Wolfheart just opens the door and just stop torturing him. God damn it!
Fine.
Even the wolf doesn't appreciate sadism like this.
But look at him. He's so confused.
I'm very
Point.
confused. Why are
My
you
point
teasing me
still
like this?
stands.
I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Nothing. It just means that I think you're a friend.
Cantor, you
quotes.
just hear Tia whisper, "He said a bad word."
Yeah. To quote, and then realizing there's a child here. Quotes will come later.
Cantor's just looking at Wolfheart.
Listen, there was something I didn't know if we were going to have to leave. Apparently, it's been resolved.
Poor kid.
I'm gonna
Poor Wolfheart's just like, why is
step
someone
back.
staring at me today?
Is everything okay out there?
It is now.
Theoretically, but I somehow doubt it.
Well, to distract them from what's going on, invite them in. I'd love for them to meet my daughter.
Elias is in the process
Yeah.
of going to find Hane in the hopes that Hane will be the one person who's not going to bully him in this moment.
yeah. I guess I'll just push open the door for Orca and Mel.
Mel is just like dying right now. Like definitely wheezing laughs like she's having a great fucking morning.
Orca's looking
I
at
was having a great
looking at Wolfheart like, is everything okay?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you want us to go inside?
Oh, in relation, Cantor said that he thought Cantor wanted you to come in.
Oh, you kids, baby. Orca just runs inside, excited.
Mel will get her shit together and come inside.
Orca will approach Cantor, like not rushing up to them, but like just kind of quietly, like just like she's just not trying to rush up on them, but she's just very excited. She's waiting for Cantor's
Introductions.
yes.
Is everything okay out there?
Oh yeah,
Fine now.
we're good.
Okay, everybody else, I'm assuming, didn't want to come in, or...
Oh no, they left.
Oh,
Yeah, Elias
Okay.
apparently went through late stage puberty,
really?
and now his feelings get hurt, and he's very confused.
It's similar to what Bluebell does, but not the same, and I don't know what the difference is.
And speaking
don't
of
know if
Bluebell,
It's a different manifestation, or I don't know.
We'll definitely have to figure that out. But anyway, guys, I would like you to meet Tia. Tia, this is Wolfheart, Melano, and Orca.
Hi.
Hello.
Why is there a wolf standing behind Wolfheart?
What?
huh?
Looks
Orca,
at
like,
Wolf.
turns around.
Yeah, there's a wolf there. It's very fluffy. Looks mean though.
Yes.
Can I pet it?
No, sweetie, he's not friendly.
What good
No.
eyes you have.
Better to see you, my dear.
Wolfheart's expression is equal parts grave alarm and massive confusion. Of just like, oh god, she can see him, but also he just looks like a wolf, and I guess that's fine.
Do you feed it a lot? It looks hungry.
Not as of recent. The food he eats is hard to find here.
It's not vegetables.
No, definitely not.
You are precious.
I'm Tia.
Oh, she's a delight.
That you are, my dear. That you are. Orca's just kind of like, she hasn't seen like a little one in such a long time like this, so she's just super excited, just like looking at her like, oh my god.
Does Satine seem bothered by this, or does she seem kind of like, yeah, my kid sees things, it's fine?
She definitely is attempting to hide confusion and concern.
Yeah. And I'm assuming obviously not doing a great job of it, considering I can read that and I'm not very insightful.
Yeah, she is not doing a good job at hiding it.
I mean, yeah. Wolfheart's expression is very similar, just like, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. It's not relevant to anything that you're doing or anything that we're doing.
Cool. There's a bird by you now.
Like, who?
Do I look over and is a songbird?
You don't see her now.
Okay.
Yeah.
A bird.
Yeah, by Wolfheart, there's a bird.
What kind of bird
like
is it?
a dead ass bird that we all see?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I had to double check to.
Spirit bird. But
I had to double check the type of
spirit
sea.
bird.
Yeah, you gotta double check.
I mean, if it's going based off of... It would be like an eagle or a falcon, not an actual songbird, if it's going based off the spirit she was associated with.
I was thinking of the person.
Yeah, no.
But
It's more of just informing Josh if that would change anything.
that's fair.
No, it doesn't. She doesn't know what kind of bird it is.
Okay.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Ghost bird.
Yeah, I suppose that also makes sense.
Can't adore your kid's great. I adore your kid.
Isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Quite perceptive.
Yeah, she's my favorite little peanut.
Those the only animals you see?
Mm-hmm.
That's good, I guess.
Anyway. Orca just kind of sits up and just like, she just kind of straightens up. She's no longer like cute and like being like all in awe over her, but she's just like looking like a knight, just looking at her, looking at Satine.
I feel like you try to what's the term? Or, like, you're trying to mad dog everybody.
I'm not mad dogging her. It's just more so, I'm not sure what more to say, so I'm just constantly on alert. If something were to happen, I wouldn't kill whoever for this child.
Solid.
Liquid.
Oh shit! God damn it!
Right. Sorry, I'm not really that good with children.
I had little sisters. Though they're a lot older than you are now. I actually don't really remember them growing up.
Okay.
That wasn't exactly directed at her necessarily. She was just.
Yeah. I mean, that is still the child response. Okay. Right.
I came from the underground city, so things were done differently.
Like what?
Well,
Everything, kid. Everything.
well, we didn't have a lot of visitors. We weren't really allowed to.
Why?
Because we like to keep our distance. Like if you
Against the
ended
law.
up if you ended up finding it, you were meant to be there, if that makes sense.
No.
Think of it like destiny. If you found the city, you were meant to spend the rest of your life there.
Why?
God damn it.
Because.
The god
Why?
said so.
You
Because
don't
of
want
the
to get
mother.
lost in this hole. Let it go.
Because of the mother.
My mother?
No, my mother.
Oh. Who's your mom?
Well, I have two moms.
No.
Oh.
Three moms.
Orca.
Three moms. I have
Orca.
3 moms.
Okay.
I have my god moms. And then I have my mom.
What's
I
a
don't know,
god
this-
mom?
This is not a conversation to have with a child.
The sharpest inhales.
A god mom is a mom. That's a god.
Why, yes, this floor is indeed made of floor. Thank you for noticing.
What
So you know
was
how we're
that?
sitting in a temple right now? Or a church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a god. But their
Church is
god
a
is
god?
so... this is where you worship a god. Sometimes they can be here. But no times they just kind of... exist here. So anyways. So she's so close to her god, it's like it's her mom. So she calls her mother.
Is it inside of you?
If you find religion, they're always inside of you a little bit.
Sometimes.
That sounds like it hurts.
Nope.
Wolfhard
I've done
just
right.
shudders uncomfortably at that.
Orca kind of just like thinks to herself, it did a little bit.
So how long does it take me to find Hane?
How long does it take Hane to catch up to me?
Yeah, I want to do that part first.
Right now.
I like him having a one-sided conversation with Trig until Hane gets there.
Yeah, Hayne would run up, and he would be like, "Ron, are you doing all right?"
No, I am not doing all right. I was gonna say, did you see that? But obviously you didn't see that.
Does
You know,
he really
sometimes
look
when you
that
have a
different?
when you have a friend who doesn't have eyes, you don't realize how it can be really not helpful sometimes. Yes, he looks very different. He was gray yesterday. Gray from head to toe. Gray in personality, gray in looks, gray all over the place. And now he's he like shudders and he's like
Pastel.
so Ugh. So yes, he's very different, and it's reminding me a lot of something I went through when I was much younger than he is, by the way, which at least I have that going for me that I can hold over his head. Late bloomer. but it shouldn't be possible. He's not. They're not supposed to. They don't do. She's just like start pacing again.
Maybe it's different from what you're talking about. Maybe it's. I mean, he is also an elf. It could just be like a different thing, but similar.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
What is it?
He's essentially going through puberty. Like I went through. Like all Eladrin go through. But he's just not so normally it's seasonal based, right? Again, you don't see. You probably normally just go by what color I, feel like. But
Well, yeah, you kind of
different.
radiate a different emotion depending on what season you're at.
Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of tell the difference. Anyways, there's also a physical difference.
Yeah.
I look different every single time. Sometimes I wake up and I just am, it kind of goes sometimes based off your mood and sometimes it's based on, your location. There's lots of factors that can kind of trigger it. It's always, it's a different kind of thing. Or, like other really strange reasons like this necklace when I touch it. Anyways. But yeah, it's a seasonal thing. Eladrin are it's summer and spring and autumn and winter. It's not dusk and dawn and day and night. They don't do that. They've never done that. They're not supposed to do that.
All right.
She's pacing again. She's been pacing the whole time. Actually, she just hasn't stopped. Literally wearing a line in the ground.
Well,
She's having this full-on breakdown, and we're just like, okay.
So, I'm a little confused. What's puberty?
Okay, that is something that's so okay. Right, you're like 4.
I'm 6. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you're 6. Well, I'm sure the you before went through puberty. You just don't remember what it is. But essentially, it's just, when you get older and your body goes from being a child to an adult. You're in a weird spot because, although you are 6, you're definitely not 6. So.
Wait, so Elias has been a child this whole time?
Like I said, I'm very glad I get to hold something over him from this. But now he's all... Ugh. Did you not hear him? He was like trying to talk my feelings down. Reminded me of my father. It was so weird.
So... he's trying to be nicer.
It's not that he's trying to be nicer. He's involuntary. If I had to go based off of the color scheme, which I'm going to assume everything has to be an assumption at this point because it doesn't happen. They don't do that. That's not a thing. God. Okay, so if I had to guess, originally he was probably. He said he was a Dusk elf, so I had to imagine that his base was probably just Dusk, but very strange for him to be so gray. So gray. Maybe that's just his family's thing. I don't know. So gray. Anyways, but now he's very not gray, but it's clearly not night, obviously, because that's just not it. And I highly doubt it's day. I would assume they would be more yellow and gold and everything. And now he's very just he literally looks like the Feywild, like a morning in the Feywild just like vomited on him from head to toe. So I have to go with Dawn.
Hey, B.
That's pretty natural.
Your mic's picking up whatever you're doing, honey.
The super water drinking again? No. The chill.
Continue.
and it's normal. It's actually tends to be one of the most natural for your first, when you first do it, you tend to always kind of flop to your opposite. And so, dusk to dawn makes the most sense, but this isn't a thing. The even like I knew of the dusk elves, if you will, but they weren't like all of the Eladrin that live outside of outside of the seasonal courts that live within dawn and day and night and dusk they're just seasonal Eladrin that live there. There are other elves and there are other fae that live within those courts because for so many reasons I can't get into it now. There's a really big political structure, but they're not Eladrin. So how did a group of dusk elves that left the Feywild they're not even probably dusk elves anymore? It doesn't make sense, Hayne. It doesn't make sense, and it throws so many wrinkles. This is such a pain. This is such a pain. It makes no sense.
Alright. In order to save your sanity, because this really seems to be like riling you up, I have a theory. I don't know if it's correct, but it's based off some information that Trig told me about.
Ren looks over at Trig like, why didn't you tell? Right, never mind. Tell me.
Well, there's a very high chance that Elias is a vampire. Or like vampire adjacent.
Sorry, was that supposed to make this less? How did you think that would make this less confusing and less? That just makes it even more confusing.
Well,
because
it's more information. I mean, like.
Yeah, but now you've just thrown so many other variables into the mix because now it's not he's.
Well,
he's
you were
not
wondering
only...
why, like Dusk Elves would why they would be this way when they weren't like that before. Maybe it has little to do with him being a Dusk Elf and him more being like a vampire.
A color-changing vampire?
Yeah. I don't know a lot about vampires. I know they're they're within the umbrella of undead, but they're not really part of my people.
I'm gonna go again. You were probably right where it's probably more vampire adjacent, but that's even it makes it even more confusing because not only are they're technically not a Ladrin, but then he's also technically only, that I guess means in a sense he's not even really a full elf. He's basically just like some weird half-breed mix that is doing something that shouldn't be possible. So that's worse. Actually, you've made it worse. Better but worse at the same time.
Wait, so being kind of like a middle ground between two things, that's worse?
Yes, because now it's even more confusing where things went wrong to make that happen.
He just kind of gets quiet for a second.
There's just a lot more to it than just. There's so much more to it. The Feywild is very complicated. There's thousands upon tens of thousands of years of history that, and especially recently, it's not been. Oh, it's gonna cause so many problems. And what if it happens to more people? What if it has nothing to do with? I mean, if it's just relegated to maybe like Elias and his very small chunk of family, then it's probably fine. You could probably just sweep it under the rug and have nobody be the wiser and just. that secret, and it'll be fine. But if it starts happening to more people... Oh, but I can't go back anytime soon. I have to wait so long. It's gonna... Oh, this is a disaster. So many things could change in the time when I'm not out by the time I go back. Okay. Think. She just starts pacing again. Okay, I wonder how difficult it would be if I just constantly kept some kind of illusion on Elias all the time. Or if I can just get him back to being gray. All gray, all the time. That would work.
But
That would work.
what if that's not who he is anymore? What if this is like a permanent change?
There's a very real chance it's a permanent change. If I had to guess, if it's anything like what happened to me, it's most definitely a permanent change. But, like I said, people really can't find out about this. Out here, it's totally fine. But if this makes it back to the Feywild, it's very, very bad.
Ren, why did you leave the Feywild?
There's plenty of reasons. I don't really have time to get into it.
Well, I didn't want to pry. I thought it was just like you didn't want to deal with all like the political bullshit that comes with the Feywild, but now it seems like you're kind of obsessed with it. Like you're not even part of it anymore, and yet you're letting that whole facet of its structure like tear you apart inside.
As much as I don't want to be a part of it, I will always be a part of it. There's no way for me to get out of being a part of it. I'm very much on the outside of the part of it that I'm a part of. It wasn't my choice. And I'm on the outside of it now because do I have to? Sort of, I guess. Look, my family is deeply, extremely rooted in the political part of it. In lots of parts of it, actually, but also the political part. And I should have been. I also should have been as deeply rooted as they were, but for reasons, I am not. And then one thing led to another, and then I was out, and then another thing led to another thing, which led to another thing, and then I became even more. And now here I am, but that doesn't mean... Like I said, it's complicated. I left both because I wanted to and because I didn't want to. It's... takes more time to explain it than I have here on this dirt road in a town that's main building is a tree. While our friend reunites with his long-lost family, and we're trying to be on the run while also tracking people down to get his body back if we can, because he's trapped in a plush doll. And then Elias is going through late puberty. And Wolfheart, I can't even... There's simply a lot going on right now. And I'll explain it at some point. I'll tell you. It's just really not enough time at the moment.
Alright, I guess that's fine. You don't have to tell me everything right now. Just if I could ask, if you had a choice between being here and being back with your family in the Feywild.
I wouldn't be with my family if I was in the Feywild.
Alright, so back in the Feywild doing whatever you were doing before you came here.
I can't go back yet. Not right now.
Well,
There's
I'm
things I
saying
have to do out here before I can go back there. So no, I would rather be here.
that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying if you could go back, whatever is keeping you away wasn't a problem anymore. If you could be there instead of here with us.
If I accomplished everything out here I needed to accomplish before going back, you're asking me, would I go back?
Sure.
Because that's the reason I'm out here, is because there's things I need to do before I can go back. So, yes, eventually I want to go back. It's just, I can't right now. And it's, if I seem stressed about everything going on, it's because in terms of, and again, this is just going to give you more questions, but I'll give you a drop to help alleviate a little bit of this, I guess, is that I'm on I don't have that much time. It's technically, I should, live for hundreds of more years, technically, but that's not the case anymore. I have maybe, I don't know, actually, how much time I have left. Probably less than 50 years to get everything done that I need to get done. Or I will most likely die at the ripe old age of 250. So yes, when someone starts putting weeds in the path and giant logs and vines, stresses me out a little bit. Sorry.
No, it's alright. I didn't realize that you had a time limit. I won't bother with questions anymore.
Still ask me questions, Hayne. It's just obviously right now it's just a bit much. Okay, we can head back now. Cantor, I think, will be very upset if we don't meet his daughter.
And we'll just quietly follow her.
Until you run into me.
No, God, that's right.
Oh,
Correct.
oh, hey guys. I'm really glad I found you, actually. I was looking for you. Everyone's picking on me, and I'm not quite sure what I did. Can you hear? Am I
Yeah.
still doing the
No, we
mind
heard you.
thing? Like I
No,
said,
we're-
I was
No,
like,
we
am I
heard
still
you.
doing the mind link thing? Am I only talking to Mel right now? I thought I was talking out loud.
No,
You
you're
didn't-
welcome.
You didn't do anything, Elias. Just people getting hung up on details.
Oh, also, Bluebell, could you settle something for me? I was like, this was something I was getting yelled at for before, and I'm really confused. Are you royalty?
What?
Well, there was these guys they were looking for Eladrin royalty, and they were asking us if we knew any Eladrins, and I was like, well, I know an Eladrin, and then everyone was like, no,
You
you
what?
don't. And I was like, yeah, I do know an Eladrin. We all know an Eladrin, and everyone was like, no, we don't. Shut up. And I was like, okay, I guess I don't know an Eladrin then.
Hane and Trig immediately start looking around to see if we're being
Yeah.
watched.
I immediately cast disguise self. Like
What are you-
literally the split second, it's just whoop.
What do you do? Why is everyone being so
Make a
weird
perception
this
check.
morning?
All right.
2 hours in, first roll of the night.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's Grace's cheat.
Oh, it's not supposed to be an advantage, so it's a dirty 20, not a 21.
Oh no, Trig, why'd you roll shit? You're supposed to be better.
Yeah, none of you feel as if you're being watched.
Of course, I
Comforting.
roll my passive too, so it's not reliable talent doesn't even help. Would you like to enlighten him, or should I?
Ren is just like thinking to herself, like, Jesus Christ, I should just send this man back to the ferry and just leave him behind. Elias, the next time somebody asks you if you know an Eladrin, you're supposed to say no.
No one can explain to me why, though. Like, why am I not supposed to know you? Is it that bad to know me?
Can
Is
you
everyone...
stop yelling?
I just want to understand what's going on.
What's going on is that when someone asks you if you know an Eladrin, you say no.
Can you tell me why?
Because I'm asking you to.
I don't, like, I'm just...
Elias, that's the reason you're getting right now.
Man, everybody is so mean. What is going on?
Just walks past and goes back for the, the temple.
Man, I wish I had woken up gray today. Everything would have been normal.
Elias, did you ever ask yourself why she's not in the Feywild anymore?
Well, I mean, I guess I never thought about it much. My family hasn't been in the Feywild for centuries. We left because of ideological differences. I'm assuming she could have left for any number of reasons. She's never been very forthcoming.
You're so close there, buddy. You're literally about to trip into the answer. I believe it.
So, you are royalty then?
Oh no, she's walked off. Sorry, that was
Yeah.
just me.
Think about it, Elias. She comes from a people that are... They love their games of political intrigue. And she's... doesn't like to tell people information right off the cuff.
Oh, she's a politician.
I was gonna say spy, but sure.
I mean, okay. That works. That's neat.
So you understand now?
Not
If so-
really. I understand very little, but I understand slightly more than I did before you said that, so thank you.
You understand, though, why we don't travel with an Eladrin.
I have a very basic understanding, which is much more of an understanding than I had 15 minutes ago.
Good. That's about as much understanding as you're gonna get, I'm afraid.
I feel like I'm not going to be understanding very much of anything for a while. I suppose I had some more questions for her about other things, but apparently I don't know that I'm going to get to ask her either.
She's not exactly in an answering mode right now.
Oh, okay. Suppose we just... I don't know what else to do but go back then.
I've already started walking to follow after Ren.
So Elias follows after you, and he just kind of says to himself under his breath in Silver, he's like, "This is all very dissatisfying." Yeah, I suppose we make our way back to the church and rejoin her with everyone, make introductions, go from there. I don't know if we want to roleplay more.
I walk in as a
conversation.
human.
Hello,
Like-
fellow kids.
I am a
Like-
wren in sheep's clothing.
like a human version of yourself, or just some other lady?
No, it's just like some human I've seen in one of the like cities we've been in.
Orca's like mid conversation trying to explain her complicated view with religion.
To
then
a
she
child.
And
then
she just
this
kind of turns around and says, "Hello."
Hi.
Orca, it's me. Don't you recognize the clothes?
I honestly don't really pay attention to clothes, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Hi, people were looking for you earlier. I did my best to tell them to fuck off.
Yes, I heard.
I did.
I think
you
they were
bad.
actually looking for the chick in the carriage, but you know.
She
said a bad word.
Be careful. Yeah,
She
that's what I was trying
Definitely
to say.
said a bad word.
Orca like turns around and she's about to like say the F word again, but then she just like covers her mouth.
You really shouldn't be swearing in front of
Look
children.
at, there's a kid here, guys. Come on.
I understand it. I'm sorry that was an adult word. You're not supposed to hear that.
Regardless, everyone, this is Tia. Tia, this is Bluebell, Hane, and over there is Trig, and this is Elias.
Hi.
Oh, how small.
Children normally are, yes.
That feels a lot like the "you're blue." I feel like that's on the same line of.
Hello, blue person.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't hello blue person. It was hey blue person.
Well, it
Yeah,
was
I
excuse me,
know.
blue person.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Yeah,
walk
we'll-
over and like squat down in front of Tia, and I'm just like, "Hey, Squirt. I have a present for you."
More presents.
And I reach into my bag and I pull out this little like it's just a rock basically. But then as she like opens her hand fully so that she's not holding on to it anymore, it just starts floating. Not very high, but it's a floating rock. And then she sort of like reaches up and grabs it again, takes Tia's hand, puts it in, sort of closes her hand over it so the rock doesn't start floating.
This is so cool.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you all. I'm going to be outside now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Oh.
small child.
Are you okay, Elias?
Oh, no, I'm perfectly fine. I don't do well with children. They're sticky.
Okay then.
So actually, we're seeing that Don Elias is just incredibly autistic.
It's that's one of the major differences between Don Elias and Dusk Elias. Dusk Elias loves children. Absolutely loves them.
Mel
But
just
again-
sitting there and thinking
Oh,
like, oh, I am slightly sticky myself at all points. Damn.
Oh, well, then
Yes.
please don't.
Orca sees the gifts that are being given, and she's kind of patting her around, like, "You're supposed to bring a gift." Orca just like pulls out a dagger that she has. You want
Orca, honey, no, put that away, please.
You went outside.
you can't have it, but would you like to hold a cool dagger?
Oh, Mom says I'm not allowed to.
Good girl. Good girl. That's. Orca
She
just,
always
like,
listen to
looks
Mom.
at Satine. She always looks at Satine like, good. Yeah, that's smart. Orca just looks very just put out.
Right.
I'm gonna go outside now. It was a pleasure to meet you, Tia. And Satine. And she turns around and walks out.
Yeah, she's a little awkward.
Just two different flavors of autism.
Two different flavors of autism.
Yeah. That was strange.
She's a strange person. She was literally raised in a cave. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Hayne is gonna walk over to Tia. And he's gonna kind of like go down on one knee. And is like, "Hi, Tia. My name's Hayne. I'm a friend
I
of
have
your
no head.
dad's." Shut up.
Sorry.
Hi.
I've got something for you too.
More
and,
gifts.
Hayne reaches into his pocket and pulls out like what looks to be like a little like silver like clasp that like someone would use to like keep like a cloak around their shoulders. And he hands it to her. You see that the clasp part of it, when it closes, looks kind of like a shovel. And he says, if you ever get separated from your mom, find the palest person that you can and show this to them, and they'll help you.
Okay.
But no tan people.
my people
can't
don't really
trust-
tan well.
He's also not there.
Yeah.
I'm making a joke.
He's memeing.
Hayden stands up and looks over at Satine and is like, I know you don't want us to know where you're going, but if you ever go where the log falls in the foggy bog, you'll find a warm hearth waiting for you. Which is thieves' cant for You got friends in the Shade Fen.
Whether or not the hearth is actually warm is up to interpretation.
That's the friend part. The friends are the warm hearth. That's fine.
I was making a joke about how it's hard to start a fire in a swamp. Just let it go.
It's actually really easy to start a fire in a swamp.
I would imagine the moisture would make it difficult, but I'm also not a swamp expert.
Yeah, but the swamp gases are flammable.
Swamp gases, peat moss, all kinds of things.
Liable, flammable things. So once you get that spark going,
Nature's neat.
it is.
All right. Thank you.
Trig pulls out a child-sized gun. No. I'm kidding.
My first 40 cal.
Baby's first gun.
Like a little pea shooter.
She's
Yeah.
5.
It was a
And?
joke.
I
If
couldn't
you-
give her a
if
knife.
you train marksmanship young,
He's right. Slingshot. Get her a slingshot.
if you train marksmanship young, they get really good at it.
Man, there's no recoil on a slingshot.
Yeah. I started when I was 1.
You don't count.
yeah, and see how great he is at shooting? Multiple that ones.
Shut up!
Hey Tia, did you know
Listen,
that
she's
Haynes only
great
a
at
year
shooting
older than
fans.
you? Look, in 1 year, you too can grow up to be big and strong. This guy's 6.
As long as you eat your vegetable.
I spend the rest of the time that we're in here just hanging out by the door, like, kind of looking out to see if anyone is watching us.
Sure. Nobody appears to be watching you.
Cool. Because they rolled a nat 30 on their stealth.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was actually a nat 45.
Damn it.
Damn. Okay. Alright.
I'll get stealth.
Actually,
Well-
let me recorrect that. They rolled a natural 998.
Ah, of course.
Jesus
That
Christ.
was really funny if you roll a 1.
They
Yeah.
are the stealth.
Would have been like, they all of a sudden appear in front of you.
They go, "Waha! Surprise!"
No, they are standing directly in front of you. You just still can't see them.
Must have been the wind.
Fuck, manslayer.
He's followed us through another campaign.
And into at least 50 years into the future.
Hey, man.
No, it'd be more like 30. Because Elias is in his 50s. And he was a young man.
Elias?
Or not Elias,
Reelan?
Reelan. Yeah. Reelan is in his 50s.
Get your characters right.
Never.
Because
Wait,
he was
Reelan
24
was
when
10?
Edward broke his heart. No,
Reelan was 10? Jesus!
no, he was 24. He's 54 now. It was 30 years. Yeah,
I know,
no, he was.
I know, you just said 50 before, so I was, yeah.
He was
Anyways.
he was at the ripe age of 24 when Edward broke his heart.
I wasn't aware it was a thing! Nobody said anything!
Oh.
How could this happen to me?
Anyways, while they're all kind of just talking with Tia, Mel's just gonna walk and like sit next to Steve, just be like, "Hey, so the like seeing things, I really wouldn't worry too much about. Some kids actually just grow out of it, and it's just like a temporary thing. I don't know why. Don't ask. But I would just keep an eye on it, because it kind of seems like she just might be seeing manifestations of like higher beings, and that's can get very scary for her. But I really wouldn't stress too much about it. I was tested a lot as a kid. Sorry, yeah.
Got it.
My mother definitely had me tested.
Came back. And test results were I am definitely 100% that bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Lovely meeting you. Hope you guys have a safe travels. High five, kiddo! And she just like holds her hand out for a high five from Tia.
She high fives you without realizing it with the rock at the hand that the rock's in.
Liz,
Ghost.
it's not even.
Oh, oops.
Eh. It'd be that way.
It do.
It do. And then I'm also gonna be outside. Outside gang, gang.
Gang,
Hello.
All
Who's
right.
all outside again? I don't remember.
I believe it's just me and Orca.
Wolfheart's there, I thought.
And
Yes.
Wolfheart too, yeah. I'm standing at the door, I haven't gone outside.
Yeah. I didn't say anything to people were talking, but yeah. Basically, as soon as Hane and Ren came in, Wolfheart slipped out.
Yeah. When Wolfheart
So,
came outside, Elias would have approached him and been like, "So, I was wondering, how is like the shock absorption holding up in your metal legs? Like, is the gel pad still good where it connects to like your knee joint? Because it seems like walking causes you pain sometimes."
It's supposed to have cushioning.
Oh,
Oh, you know how? I'm gonna take a look at those for you later, okay?
Okay.
No charge on this one.
What happened to you? Do you even know?
No, and every time I try to ask someone questions about it, they either don't tell me or they get really aggressive. So I think I'm just gonna let this one go.
Well, I mean, it's just a theory based on commonality and nothing more, but part of me wonders if you are to the to the solar courts as what Bluebell and Hurricane are to the seasonal courts, where rather than transitioning through seasons, you might have transitioned through time, I guess, effectively, or the solar cycle.
I mean, I've never heard of anything like that, but again, I'm not well versed in the ways of the Feywild. Bluebell, are there solar Eladrin?
She's not out here.
No, but she's standing in the door, so I'm like calling to her.
Oh, okay.
We not be yelling. I like open the door. I'm like, stop yelling about Eladrin. I shut the door.
Oh, I thought it's like okay. I was like, oh, you know what? You're right. I walk up to the door and I just kind of like push it up and like, Bluebell, are there solar Eladrin?
the look she gives you is literally like if she could be punching you in the face with just her eyes, that's the look you're getting. And it's very much like a now don't talk to me right now. This is not this it's very much the face of somebody who's like now is not the time.
Now is never the time.
At the sound of your whining voice, her face is just like ew.
No one ever wants to talk to me about this stuff.
Perhaps we revisit this at a different time, as Wolfheart just like grabs Elias and just pulls him back. With raw force if necessary.
Nah.
Yeah. I was assuming no, but like. Just like. I think between this, pointing at Elias, and whatever she and the wolf discussed last night, or whatever happened there, and also with the news of people likely looking for her so close by, she's not going to be in a state to talk to anybody.
So wait, she is royal? You know what? I'm done asking questions. Get me in trouble.
That part I don't know. I'm assuming there's something going on, considering I've heard her referred to by multiple different names.
You know, I'm just gonna go get some really big leaves and start extracting the cellulose out of them so I can make the gel padding for your knees. I'll be back.
Alright. I mean, just looks up at giant tree. At least you don't have to go far.
Yeah. You say you watch him kind of like sullen, looking down at the ground with his hands in his pockets, start walking up the side of the tree.
Orca's walking around looking for something cool on the ground so she can give the kid a gift. She is so genuinely bothered that she didn't have a gift for the kid, so she's looking for anything that looks cool.
All right.
Define cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Maybe a cool colored rock.
Okay.
With like a lot of sparkles.
A woman in a pond distributing scimitars.
Absolutely.
That's the basis for a system of government.
Nope.
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
With
Come on,
advantage,
roll
because she lived in a
20.
cave and therefore would know what the coolest rocks are.
Ooh. Point.
No.
Ah.
Alright, come on. Go blue.
Come on, gypsum. Give me gypsum.
You don't find any rocks.
I get an advantage. I grew up underground. I grew up
I wasn't.
You're not underground right now.
Yeah, I also wasn't saying it to be serious. I was definitely just being a dickhead.
She's on a gravel road and she can't find any rocks.
Yeah.
What about a pretty flower?
Okay.
Make
Yeah.
a nature check.
Yeah, you can find those. They're just, roughly the size of a carriage.
A small flower.
Yeah,
A nice
Make
small
another
flower.
investigation check.
Okay, come on, please, come on. Ooh,
Better.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting flowers in this area, as it is an area devoted to the Mother of Terra. The most interesting flowers grow on the people.
Uh-oh.
well, unfortunately, I'm not going to go ripping out flowers off people. That's a bad idea.
Funny.
It would be at this moment that Elias would have a bit of a neglected memory come back to him from his hazy day yesterday, because he had a bit of a time. And he starts to grow rather uncomfortable. And he just kind of walks up to Wolfhard. He's like, "Hey, Wolfhard, How much longer are we gonna be here?
I would assume that we will leave probably after Satine and Thea leave.
Could we like not that I want to be rude. I certainly don't want to rush Cantor. Is there any way we could like expedite that process at all?
I
feel like-
mean,
I feel like
theoretically,
I
yeah.
don't it's just like, I kind of feel like, just like with everything that's been going on this one, I feel like there's like trouble in the air, and I just don't know that I'm very comfortable being here anymore. I feel like it'd be best if we left.
What do you mean by trouble in the air?
Well, it's like, it's like everything that's been like, going on with like people asking about Bluebell and like running away from the people that are trying to find Cantor. And it's just like, it just feels like there's a lot of bad in the air right now. And I just don't know that maybe we should just like go like anywhere else, like anywhere else.
Hmm. I mean, what is my dog's question at my door, you little bastard? I mean, it's not exactly like the Golden Reapers are looking for Cantor, they were more looking for Satine.
Yeah, but like, they were like, we got messed up with them, and like, so they might be like on our trail, and if they find her, like, and then they see us, like, it might even be more aggressive. I just feel like, just like maybe being here now isn't the best choice for us.
Do I need to make an insight check on Elias to check on his mental state, or would you say that Elias is a lot more open and therefore it's more readable, Joshua?
Oh, he looks nervous as fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's possible we can expedite it, but I
Cool. So maybe like you talk to them about. I just like I get the kind of getting the vibe. People don't really want to talk to me this morning, so like if you could go talk to them and like ask them if we could leave soon, that'd be.
Yeah. And then I assume that I basically go back in as Mel is leaving.
What is up, my new pastel friend?
Oh, not much. Just kind of hoping we could maybe like get going soon. I'm just not like I'm not like the energy here really isn't it right now, and so I kind of just like I would like to go.
That's fair. Juju, get the fuck out of the way. Yeah. I think they're about done anyways. Many gifts have been given to the small child. And yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
very nice. That's great. Yeah. I'm just gonna go.
Question.
What's up?
Is your hair texture different? Because it looks so much softer today.
Oh yeah, it feels really soft.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Mel is living her just like best goblin life today, so she will take any chance to just be a shithead, but at the same time she's just like, oh my god, amazing. Wow, that is really soft. That's nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
What do you use on your hair?
I'll say normally I have this like simple like concoction that I got in the partner stock that actually Plagda made it for me. It's really nice. I think it's made out of like honey and like eucalyptus oil. There might be like some agave or something in there. I'm not sure. She makes it all the time though. It's really nice.
Wow. Neat.
But yeah, my horse survived, right? If I'm remembering correctly, I saved my horse from or at least one of my horses from the cart fire.
Correct.
All right, it's like I'm gonna go get Peggy Sue, and then we should get going.
Can I come with?
Yeah, sure.
Yay! Follows.
All right, we go to get Peggy Sue.
And you Peggy do.
Boo!
Yeah, I'm not really into that.
Hey, what Joshua does in the sanctity of his own bedroom is his and his alone.
Anyway.
He doesn't have to explain anything to you.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do before a child and her mother leave?
Cantor?
No, not.
I would
We're
like
gonna
to
spend as much
successfully-
time as possible with her. That's it.
I would like to successfully try to find one thing to give this kid.
I mean, there are flowers. You can pick a
Yeah.
flower.
She's just gonna pick a flower, a tulip.
Why not a tulip?
Ooh, sorry. That one was actually a religious symbol, and now you're hunted.
Huh?
Forever.
Yep.
Nani?
Say there will be a ghost of a goose constantly screaming in your ear for the rest of the time you're alive.
I will say this. You pick a tulip. And I just need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I was
God.
doing
Jesus
talking
Christ!
shit.
She doesn't
I'm
know
so
the difference
sorry.
between a tulip and a mandrake.
I know it's not a mandrake.
Do you?
Please. It looks like a tulip.
Just, you know what?
I mean, don't
Mandrakes
man-
are
We don't
under
know
the
this
ground.
place at all.
Yeah, I was like, don't mandrakes generally have like
They
A
have a
flower
flower in
on
They
the
top
have
body.
of their head?
leaves, but they're
Yep,
not.
that's how it got me.
I got a wisdom. I got a 13.
You did get a 13.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
No.
that is not high enough as you feel this sudden weight on your shoulders.
Oh.
Oh.
That's that's not a mandrake. That's something else entirely.
What's the weight?
That's a great question, Mega
It's
Man.
it's a nice heavy burden.
What?
What, like a physical burden or an emotional burden?
Yes.
Oh no.
You suddenly feel as if you have destroyed the entire ecosystem in this area,
Oh Jesus.
and you have no idea how to fix it.
Yes. The classic guilt trip plant.
Orca's crying. She is like on the ground, knees on the ground, hands like in the grass, just sobbing.
So Elias just like sprints over to her. He's like, "Oh my god, are you okay? What's wrong?
I broke it.
You broke what?
I broke everything.
Oh no, honey, no. I don't think you did. I
I
think
did.
you're
Orca's
okay.
like banging. Orca's like banging on the ground, just like staring at everything. Just like I broke
It was
I broke
me.
it.
I did the crime.
Elias just starts like rubbing her back and looking around like terrified. Like, can someone help? I was gonna go get my horse. I don't know what to do now.
I'm in so much trouble.
Mel just kind of shoos him off and like sits with Orca.
My
What
mother's
did
gonna
you
get
break?
me.
I'm gonna go get Peggy Sue. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
you go. You go.
I just picked up a tulip, and then everything was destroyed. So clearly I picked up a bad tulip. Oh my god, the mother's gonna get me. And the bad things, I don't know which one. What if it's all three? Mel, what if it's all three? I can't handle that.
Why would all three of them come for you?
Mother of Blood is punishing me for leaving. Mother of Abyss is punishing me for something. I haven't decided what. And Mother of Terror is because I destroyed everything. I destroyed her land.
I haven't decided what.
Okay.
It's the helicopter.
Right. First off, land is very much okay. I promise.
What if the Mother of Terror sent you to tell me that? That way I put myself in a state of false security, and then when I finally stop being anxious about it, it turns out I was bamboozled, and then I get my ass kicked. What if
Honey,
they
you're
put me
already
underground again?
sobbingly anxious about this.
But I could always be worse. I could always be worse.
I really hope not. Listen. The world is still turning. Life's still going. She's probably just not happy that you picked a flower out of her flower beds.
I just wanted a gift. Why did everyone get a gift but me? Why didn't anyone tell me we were giving gifts? A small kid doesn't get a gift from me now because I didn't know.
And she's not mad about it, honey.
Well, I wanted to give her a gift.
I understand.
Orca then just kind of like despondently just like falls face first in the grass and just muffled in the grass, just like leave me to die. I must pay my penance with my decomposition.
There, honey. She just sits there and like pats her back.
I miss my grandma. I miss Grandma Foster. I should have taken her with me. I don't know if she would have gone, but I should have offered for her to come with me. She probably would have enjoyed traveling.
Right. Well, there is always later we can grab her and give her the option of coming with if she wants.
Well, given the fact that I probably shouldn't go into my home city because, let's face it, I'm really recognizable, I'd have to probably send you guys down there without me.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
As opposed to me being killed at the gates? Or worse, imprisoned?
About us going, I more meant us going. We could probably just send a letter to her. Or a message to your grandma.
How are you gonna do that?
There are magic users that we can figure it out. This world has magic. Good news.
I guess
Magic
I
can do a
forgot
lot of
about
neat
that.
things.
We have a magical vampire city. It's run by one of the daughters of our past queens.
Hmm.
Yeah, we don't go there very often. This is out of character. How long am I having this panic attack? Because I feel like I'm giving off a wonderful performance.
However long you want to.
What does that mean?
Until the hysteria stops feeling appropriate.
Okay. I think now she's just thinking about home, so she's calmer now.
That's just it. But no, maybe the best way to put it is like, you have a panic attack. It happens. You have a moment. The moment passes.
Oh, I wasn't sure whether it was one of those like insanity moments like Bluebell had with her hands.
Nope.
No, I feel because that was like an actual like mechanical thing. I think this is more of a you thing.
Mm.
But I wouldn't know.
Just realized, is everybody outside?
Nope.
Okay.
So I think Cantor is still inside. Bluebell is
Yeah.
halfway.
Did Hane leave?
I was just about to say, if Hane was the only one left inside with Cantor and his family, then I was
No.
gonna give them a moment to say their goodbyes.
No, yeah. It would be currently
I mean-
Bluebell, Hane, and then Wolfheart would have basically just walked in and been like, "Things are fucking weird. That we need to go." But not saying that obviously because A,
Right.
child, but B, not wanting to make Cantor feel like he has to rush. Just
Then
like
with that, Hane
Yeah.
would be like, "All right, so I will give you a moment."
yeah, that's
And
probably
then
for the best.
walk out.
Yeah, I'll walk out with Hane.
I will also go out. I won't be the only one left here.
And then I assume we just see like Orca like on the ground, and then like Mel comforting her, and Wolfheart just looks at Hane,
What
gestures
the
at
hell?
that. I don't. I have been awake for the entirety of an hour, and I am so tired already.
Yeah, Orca's on the ground. Mel's trying to comfort her. Elias is just sitting on the back of Peggy Sue, looking concerned.
Elias is sitting on the back of the horse. For some reason, he's not wearing a shirt. We don't know why.
Orca, are you all right?
He's wearing a stupid hat.
He thinks she killed nature.
What?
I
She's just having a moment.
guess. I guess.
You
So I
wanna
didn't
do
kill
Peggy
nature?
Sue? Do you want to give her a carrot?
I'm fairly certain nature is still doing just fine.
Orca like turns around and looks at the horse. I would love to give the horse a carrot.
Elias hands you a carrot.
Orca just like rushes at the horse. And just,
I
like, very
misheard that.
excited.
I thought Orca said I'd like to give the horse a parrot.
Nice.
He would
I was
also
like,
enjoy
Because
that.
everybody
Or she would
deserves
also
a
enjoy that,
friend.
but she would not eat the parrot.
I was like, wait, what?
Why would a
Orca
horse
just-
eat a parrot?
No, they would just be friends.
Did we
Listen,
conversation
man,
that
almost.
horses can eat meat? Or am I thinking of a work conversation?
Listen, almost every herbivore in a time of need will be a carnivore.
Oh yeah,
No.
deers will eat people.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like horse and deer are known to eat meat at times.
Oh, that was definitely a conversation that we had at work.
Yeah,
We were
that sounds
just
right.
talking about this the other day. Horses have been actually take great joy in eating mice. Some have been
Yes.
eating birds, and there was one horse who killed and ate an entire Russian officer.
Nice.
Yes, this was a work conversation.
Anyways,
How?
Well,
Very
it's
Do not
Carefully.
ask
not
how
important.
you don't
Not
wanna
important.
know.
yeah, very, very carefully, Mike. Very carefully.
But they don't got the teeth for it.
Yes.
They got teeth.
But they're
They make it
grinder
work.
teeth.
Yeah, they.
Yes.
Yeah.
They grind you into mush, and then they eat the mush.
That would take forever.
Anyways, yeah.
Yes. The point is not that they're built to do it. The point is they can if they really feel like it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Orca's having an anxiety attack. Elias looks like he's on the edge of one, and Ren is busy mentally building a beautiful mind board in her head.
Anyways, none of this is relevant to Cantor.
Is there anything else you would like to say to your family, Cantor?
Only that, I will try and stay in contact with them when I have the ability to do so with magic, but I will Also tell them that I will do what I can to stop them from chasing after her. Oh, and that I love Tia, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah. They say their goodbyes, and they scurry away into the morning. And that's a good point to end it.
Sounds like a plan. So I'm going to end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye bye now.
Bye bye.